been doing Yorkshire Meats for about 8 years now, and I suppose the inspiration was when I bought my first 3 pigs, and the first 3 pigs arrived here, and we got them onto the field, and they just looked absolutely amazing. And since then we've been increasing numbers, and the customer base has spread a bit wider, and now we sell across the UK and almost entirely over the internet. The unique thing about the Adopt a Pig scheme is the idea of the food provenance. That's the driving feature, and the idea is that you know exactly where your food's come from the very beginning to the very end of the process. You know what's gone in, what's not gone in, and what makes your meal at the end of the day. Just before the pig goes to slaughter, you'll decide what cuts you want back. Some people want lots of bacon, some people lots of sausages. Most people just want a mixture of absolutely everything. Most people actually share the pig with other people because it's quite a lot of meat to have all at once. So many people share with friends or family or work colleagues or neighbours. And people actually come from all over the UK, Aberdeen to Brighton, to choose their pig. I think the inspiration for the customers is partly that it's a bit of a bizarre concept. It's something slightly different. A lot of people come because it's an education for their children. They bring along the family, they have a day out, they see the pigs, the children understand exactly where the meat comes from and exactly what part of a pig a pork chop is. And then at the end of it, they go off, they have a family weekend in Yorkshire, and I think everyone has a good time that way. The traceability of the pig is an incredibly important factor for us. We breed all the pigs on site, or we buy them in from one of our locally trusted farms. All the pigs are Oxford Sandy and Black, and it's this rare breed pig which has been around for centuries. And we're attracted to the pig partly because of its colour, it's a bit more interesting than just sort of any old pink pig, and partly because it's a dual-purpose pig, which makes it good for bacon and also for pork. 4 years ago, we got a grant from the DTI to go to Turin, to this food festival, Salone del Gusto, which is organised by the slow food movement. And that really enabled us to go out and spread the word in a way we hadn't done before. I mean, selling food on the international stage felt a bit strange, but to see people walking around with our bags through this enormous food festival certainly felt good. We've been lucky that we haven't had to market, we haven't had to advertise, we haven't had to go out and do trade shows and farm shops and farm stands and that sort of thing. Quite a lot spread by word of mouth, quite a lot spread by the press. We've done a few specialised events. We do just our very local farm show once a year, and we only do that just because it's a fun day out and the pigs go and your children like seeing the pigs. Last year the business was lucky enough as a whole to win the Yorkshire Entrepreneur of the Year award, and that was quite special because it is a very Yorkshire thing. Both the business and the night was, and we're very, very proud of the fact that it's sort of this niche pig out in Yorkshire. Initially I had a website which just contained a few pictures of the pigs, and it was meant to be just as a sort of hobby page. But then when I started selling the meat, I thought actually the web could be a very powerful tool for doing this. And I suppose with hindsight that was a good decision because the web has really transformed the business. Most of the year I'm a student at Oxford University, and having the internet means that I can run most of that from my room in college. At the moment we're just doing the week's orders and talking to customers about their butcher instructions. The customers before the pig goes to slaughter choose what cuts they want back, and most people want a bit of guidance with that because it's hard to know just what quantity you're going to get of all the different meats. All the guidance and instructions online, people can view their pigs online, people can download the information they need, people can see the news from the farm page, that sort of thing. So everything you could possibly want is on the Yorkshire Meats website.